today we're gonna be talking about a fight from Record of Ragnarok, I believe it's called. So basically, I love the series, and they made Jack the Ripper go up against Hercules, and everybody and their mama was fucking rooting for Hercules. So Hercules has kind of a slightly different backstory, and he drunk Zeus's nectar, basically like not the blood of Zeus, but just some, I guess, power of Zeus. So he got Zeus power. In this one, he's not really the son of Zeus, but whenever he got those powers, like Zeus considered him like a son or whatever. So basically, this man claps fucking the god of war and everybody that was with him because he was trying to defend his fucking home. Because at first he was kind of not shit, but he always wanted to be something. And so eventually that ended up popping off. But so ultimately, Jack the Ripper was a character that he was an ordinary little boy, but he had this power to where he could see auras, and his mom was a prostitute, and his father was a rich guy that like promised her all these things, but then when shit got good for him, he ignored her and forgot about her. And so basically, all these years he grew up seeing his mom's love for him, and that made him really happy, and that's all he ever needed. But it turns out later on in life, he saw, like, not even later on, but just whenever she said that shit, he saw that she never really loved him. It was the prospect of, oh, he's gonna come back for us, and I'm gonna be able to be rich, and we're gonna be able to go away together. Like, it was a prostitute's dream. And so, I mean, it broke her, and she never really loved her son, and she started trying to like hurt him or whatever. And so he ends up killing her. He has a mental breakdown, snaps, kills her, and then he finds the dad and kills them. So ultimately, what this is this was a good guy versus a bad guy. Humanity represented the bad guys, and the gods represented the good guys. Like, everybody rooted for, even Hercules. I mean, even humanity rooted for Hercules to win this fight. Everybody didn't fuck with Jack, but like Jack, he also was a savage. That boy, he was able to trick Hercules and the audience 3 different times. So basically, the first time he tricked him, he made him think his holy weapon was a big ass pair of scissors. But then he made him think it was a magic satchel. But the whole time, it was really his gloves. This man like threw a clock at Hercules, cut his arm off. He was like, "What the hell?" And then he fucking dropped a building on his neck. Well, Hercules really broke the building, but then when he touched the building, it turned it to a weapon, and it fucking hurt Hercules a whole lot. And this whole time, Hercules' color never changed, and Jack the Ripper was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make you feel fear and despair and all that shit." And at the end of the fight, basically, what ended up happening is that Jack the Ripper played Hercules on every fucking occasion. Like, he literally knew what he would do because he was the good side of humanity, while Jack the Ripper was the bad side. And the bad side was looking up to all the shit he does and all the like honor codes and all that extra shit that Hercules was on. He saw straight through it and knew exactly how to deal with it. And so I loved that. It made the fight really fucking interesting. And a lot of people kind of ignore this series. Like, they don't, or the ones that don't, they're big YouTubers, but I mean, they're not really influential. They like that one guy that's known for probably like Berserk, or that one guy that's known for this one specific anime. Like, there's not a big demographics for their channels. Like, but hey, I respect them for making their videos just like I'm gonna make my videos. But basically, what it came down to is it's a bad guy versus the good guy, the ultimate fight. But this time, the good guy fucking loses. And I mean, he really loses. It makes you, as the reader, feel bad. Even if you like bad guys, that don't make you feel bad because, like, damn, Hercules wanted the humans to survive regardless. And if he would have won the tournament, he would have went and begged Zeus to, like, spare the humans as basically a favor. And Hercules wasn't no bitch. Like, don't get me wrong, Hercules almost clapped his man several times. It was just this nigga was so sleazy. Jack the Ripper was so sleazy and knew how to get out of every single spot. He even hurt himself intentionally to make Herc think he was weak, and then walk up on him so that he could deliver the final blow. And I'm like, yes, that is good fucking right. When Herc lost, he was like, "I'm sorry, and I hope y'all do good." And did my color change? And Jack the Ripper was like, "Nah, I couldn't change your color. You win on that front." And the humanity still fucking hated Jack the Ripper. Even though he's fighting for their existence, they'll be wiped out. So it's like, it was a really good fight.